Bitcoin is repeating its price action from 2021 and 2022, exactly here on the current price action. The similarities are scary, but most definitely shocking. In this video, I'm going to break down those similarities to you and see what we could potentially expect next. Is it going to be a drop like we had in 2022 into a brutal bear market? Well, you'll find out on today's video. Guys and girls, welcome to the CryptoKit channel. I know a lot of you are tuning in for the first time. You may have watched the awesome Altcoin Daily interview that we recorded yesterday with Aaron. If you did like it, please do let me know in the chat. It would mean the world to me to hear if you guys like the thesis with Michael Saylor or not. And if you're watching a CryptoKit video for the first time, make sure that you're subscribed and have the notification bells on. Why? Because we create daily content looking into the Bitcoin and crypto markets. I share my predictions, I share my trades. We've opened trades at the very bottom for Ethereum and for Bitcoin back in April of 2025. We've opened trades in between. We went into Ethereum at $1.5, $1.6 thousand. We documented it here on this channel. We've broken down the breaking news every single day. So make sure that you're subscribed. They're time sensitive usually, so you want the notification bell on. If you've done that, let's go and take a look at why Bitcoin is so similar to what it did in the previous cycle and what we can expect next. First, I want to show you the similarity in a little bit of detail. In Q4 of 2024, Bitcoin went up, created a choppy top. It was the first all-time high for Bitcoin, and that led into a mid-cycle bear market. In 2021, Bitcoin did the same thing. We went into our initial all-time high. That was choppy. And following that choppiness, we went and entered into also a mid-cycle bear market. During that bear market, both times Bitcoin retested its 54 weekly moving average. The 54 weekly moving average found support and continued to rally higher. It rallied into a bull flag, and that eventually led to the final top, the final all-time high, which was in the shape of a double top. This resulted in a cataclysmic crash, and now we're in this range-bound, ascending range-bound price action. Quite scary, right? And it's scary because after seeing this drop, Bitcoin retests its 200 daily moving average / 5450 simple moving average, and you get that big bear market afterwards. We're about to do this now. We're about to see that retest. And I think we will see it. I think Bitcoin will reach the area between 101 to 70 to about $105,800 because it's going to be between most likely the 54 and the 200 daily moving average. This is why over on weeks, I'm going to be taking profits on my existing long positions between that number 101.2 all the way into the 106.3. I'm going to be taking profits and flipping into shorts. Again, when I do that, I will alert you here on this channel. So make sure you have your notification bells on and you're subscribed. And I think that's going to be the next big trading opportunity. Sorry for jumping in, but guys, if you are a trader or if you're somebody that wants to follow along with our trades in the next CryptoKit videos, you can go to the first link down in the description below to sign up to weeks with the best bonus available, which is a bonus of up to $30,000. If you click this sign up button, you'll be forwarded to a page where you can sign up with just your email address and password. After creating your account, you can complete the steps to get up to $30,000. Some of the easiest ones are just binding your phone number to your account, which will get you a $10 to $100 coupon. And another easy one is depositing $100 or more into your account, maintaining a minimum balance of 100 USDT for 7 days, and boom, you'll get a $30 coupon to trade with. The profits will be yours to keep. Check the rest of them out and enjoy your free bonuses from weeks. You see, I don't think though we're going to experience this huge 70%, 60% drop like we got in 2022 around in this cycle. And this is what I want to explain to you now. Bitcoin has 4-year cycles. People call it a scam. People say the 4-year cycles never existed. That is not true. There's always a clear boom and bust cycle, and I've proven it over on Twitter. You see Q4 post-halving your tops every single time. In the Genesis cycle, in the 2017 cycle, in the 2021 cycle, in the 2025 cycle, it's always a Q4 post-halving your top. And the time it takes for you to reach from the very low point of a cycle to the very top is always 1,065 days. Over and over and over again, it's the same. That proves to you the legitimacy of 4-year cycles. It's due to the Bitcoin halvings, it's due to the presidential elections, which operate in the same 4-year structure, and it's due to the business cycles, which I think is the most important previously 4-year cycle, now 5-year cycle out of all of them. Why? Because markets correlate to liquidity 90% of the time. Bitcoin, the stock markets, they always follow liquidity no matter what. There can be short-term divergences, there can be short-term decouplings, but if I show you a chart of the S&P 500, which is corresponded with the M2 money supply, a very famous measure of liquidity, you're going to understand what I'm talking about. So let's switch over into the S&P. This is the S&P 500, and we'll put the M2 money supply on top of it. You will notice that over time, all that the S&P does, and Bitcoin follows the S&P, they're both risk-on markets, all that the S&P does is just go in the direction of M2 money supply. The more money that is printed, the less valuable it becomes, the more the inflation. People invest into equities, people invest into commodities, people invest into real estate. So actually, it's the value of the dollar that's dropping and everything else is remaining stagnant. People get it confused. It's not everything is pumping and the dollar is remaining stagnant. No, it's the dollar losing continuous value and everything else is allowing you to hedge against inflation. So anyways, this most important cycle of them all, the business cycles, they can be measured. Their cyclicality can be measured by something called the ISM. That is the manufacturing data. It's looking at how many goods are manufactured, how many things are getting created and sold. That's a very good measure of liquidity because when there is more liquidity and when there's lower interest rates which go hand in hand, companies, institutions, they go to the bank, they borrow money, they invest into factories, they invest into more employees, and they invest into producing more goods, and they're able to sell those goods. Why? Because people have money in their pockets from borrowing money at cheap costs, and they can go ahead and buy these goods. That creates an expanding economy. The GDP goes up. This can be measured by the ISM PMI data. Previously, since Bitcoin's and the crypto market's inception, they've been in 4 years. This is the chart of Ethereum. Whenever the economy has expanded, the price of Ethereum went up. Whenever the economy expanded, the price of Ethereum went up. This cycle, Ethereum and all other altcoins have been stagnant. Bitcoin, yes, Bitcoin did go up, but compare this Bitcoin move to the prior Bitcoin moves. From prior all-time high to new all-time high, you would have gone up 1,000-something%. You would have gone up multiple hundreds of percents. This time, you've only went up about 30, 40, 50, 60%. It is incomparable. Incomparable. Why? There's no liquidity. There is no economic expansion. So because we didn't get that euphoric phase for Bitcoin or for altcoins, I don't think we're going to see that huge drop. I think we're going to follow price action close to 2019, which was when liquidity was introduced. There was a 6 to a 12-month gap of consolidation, and then prices started to go back to the upside again. The truth is, the economy will expand this year. It is set to expand this year, and when it does, risk-on assets will follow. So I'm thinking that Bitcoin will see a consolidation. It will experience a choppiness. Will we go down? I think there's a good chance we can come down even to the middle 65 region. If you want to find out why middle 65, I encourage you to, again, subscribe and have your notification bells on, because on tomorrow's video, I'm going to answer why 65K. All right, so stay tuned. It's an interesting take. You've probably never heard it before. So stay tuned for tomorrow's video. So I anticipate a drop or at least a consolidation. And then into 2027, maybe things can shift again. So I will be taking profits over on weeks and I'm going to be shorting at those ranges. And I'll show you when I do them here on this channel. So I hope you enjoyed it. The similarities are eerie. History doesn't repeat exactly, it rhymes. This is why I don't think we'll see the same 2022 drop. I think we're going to see a rhyme of it. We're probably going to consolidate, but history is important. Without history, you can't have a future. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you all on tomorrow's video. Bye-bye, guys. If you want to learn how to trade Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, make sure to watch this tutorial video where we explain it to you A to Z. I'll see you all right over there.